Good morning, this is Bill from Europa, Naples, and today I'm very happy to have this 2003 Ford Autocrat. No, I don't. It's not an Autocrat or a Hawaiian or a Tropical or any other one of the 95 different names they were going to put on this thing. What it is one of the most iconic cars in American history, certainly one of the most iconic marques, and that is the Thunderbird. It's a two-seat roadster, as was the original concept way back in '55. This is the 11th generation Thunderbird, this one. A victim, if you will, or certainly an indication of the retro-modern craze of the early 2000s. It's probably one of the finer of the retro-modern cars. Certainly the design has lasted better than the PT Cruiser or the original Beetle, the original new Beetle, I should say. Anyway, here it is, and it's just a terrific car. It's a little bit maligned in some ways. It had initial giant sales. It was acclaimed by the automotive press. Everybody loved it, and then it just sort of dwindled off. It didn't have a back seat. It wasted incredible amounts of vehicular real estate. And, it just didn't go the way that Ford wanted it to go. And that's a shame. But by the same token, what it did do is make it kind of a limited production run and kind of ensure a future collectible. This one is finished in triple black. It's got very low miles. It's a deluxe model with chrome wheels. The hardtop's not with it. If it ever had one, that was an option. So don't call and ask if it has a hardtop. It doesn't. But the hardtop is a big, bulky thing. It's great for collectability. Don't get me wrong. It's probably nice to have stored in your garage somewhere. But that said, what makes this car a lot of fun to drive is having the top down, and getting that hardtop on and off is, comfortably a three-man job and doably a two-man job. One person, forget about it. Anyway, I digress. Thunderbird, this thing is based on sort of a Jaguar S-Type Lincoln LS frame. It's V8 powered. Before you show up somewhere, that's you in the driver's seat, there's 8 feet of car that arrives before you do. And then there's another, 5 feet or so trailing off behind you. And that kind of wasted car room is just something Detroit hadn't done in decades, thus kind of proving how true to the original design they were. The first generation Thunderbird was an incredible success. It was designed to compete with Corvette, and it outsold it 4-1. Future generation Thunderbirds, they might have been popular, but they never attained the panache of the original. And that's what this car, was created to do, and it really did do a great job of that. You can see the styling is very very much an updated 55 with the hood scoop, the round lights, the fogs, the big wide grille, the wheels, the slats in the side, the draping back end with the 2 afterburner style taillights. They really did a lovely job of modernizing that incredible 50s design. Anyway, let's start inside the trunk. Look at this big dual exhaust down there. I think it does have 280 horsepower. Alright, so you can see it's a decent sized trunk, certainly in terms of width, but if not in depth. It's not the deepest trunk out there, but if you got soft-sided luggage, you're going to be fine. You can see everything nice and proper here. We've got a spare tire underneath that hard panel. There's your battery. There's soft top instructions. A little place up there to put stuff, and the original format. So everything nice and clean and as it should be in here. Have a look under the hood. So, people have argued that the thing could have had more horsepower, and in 03, this one, they did bump it up like 30 from, I want to say 250 to 280, something like that. 280 horsepower is just fine to move this thing down the road. 0 to 60 in about a little bit 7-ish. You hammer it, it responds. It's a V8, and it behaves like a V8. And, there it is. So 3.9 liters. 280 horse, pretty good torque. It's mated to a 5-speed automatic, and it does not purport to be a track car or a stoplight to stoplight race car. What it does purport to be is a boulevard cruiser, and this engine is perfect for that. Plenty of pep, lots of growl when you want it, and you can see the very nice V8 badge with the Thunderbird logo on there. A very handsomely designed engine compartment, all very clean and proper on this low mileage car. So everything as you'd want to see it under the hood. Love that scoop. I'm sure it's not functional. I love the low slung sort of really arched back chrome windshield frame. Again, reminiscent of the originals. Nice touch. You can see this thing's wearing some really nice Michelin radials on there, and looks like they were replaced just a few thousand miles ago. Beautiful chrome wheels on this car. Not a big fan of chromed wheels or polished aluminum or, you know, whatever these happen to be, but they really work on this Thunderbird. It's just the right amount of chrome. You've got chrome there on the wheels, a little bit on those fender slats, tons on the windshield frame, which is where you'd want it, a little bit here at the back around the soft top, and of course that giant Thunderbird script on the back. All right, let's have a look inside. Here you can see how absolutely clean and immaculate this low mileage car is. Seats are in fantastic shape, just a hair of patina on the entryway. Very nice for collectability. They've never been touched up. You know, it's a very simple design. You know, they got some, you know, a little bit of bitching for the interiors. They said, you know, they, really robbed it from the Lincoln LS, and you know, they put all their money into the outside, and yeah, maybe that's true, but I think it's nice and subtle and proper, just the way the first generation was. They used actual genuine real aluminum here. They didn't skimp on that at all. Inside the dash panels, inside the doors, lovely. There's a very nice fit and finish, nice quality to everything. You know, again, I'm sure they didn't use the most expensive materials out there, but they really did well with what they had. I like the stylistic red reflector there. Nice little entryway scuff plate. They're dual power seats. This does have the heated seat option. You know, it is a personal luxury car, or a personal car. I think they called it relaxed sportiness, which, you know, is not the sort of thing I like the sound of, but in this car it actually works. Back here behind the seats, again, very reminiscent of the early Thunderbirds with the badging. Nice little package shelf. You can see we've got the soft top cover stored. And I tell you what I'm going to do before we hop in and go for a spin. I'm going to put the soft top up so you can have a look at that, and we'll take it from there. All right, so here it is with the soft top up and in place. You can see it's black, matching the car, thus making the car triple black. Very, very nice, very attractive. You know, doesn't look in any way weather worn or otherwise troubled, just all very proper. Glass rear window, nice stuff, and there it is. So top up or top down, very attractive looking car. That said, we're going top down. Let me get that back down. I'll get the boot cover back on and we'll go for a spin. All right, so we've got the soft top back down. Let's hop in, have a look, and then go for a ride. So again, I think they've done an actually very nice job on the interior of this car. It's simple, it's elegant. You know, there was nothing in a V8 powered, you know, semi-luxury car that could be bought for this money when Ford built it. It truly was a little bit of a bargain at the time. Look at that, we got 2 keys, 2 sets with the remotes. We got our books over there. Love the Thunderbird script on the dash on that brushed aluminum. Got our seatbelt on. Got some squeaking leather happening. Nothing like the squeak of leather in the morning. Now, let's fire this thing up. I also like the key on the dash instead of on the column. I just feel like that makes more sense. Alright, so nice solid thud when you close the door. You can see the instrument cluster all redesigned for 03, a little bit easier to read, still very reminiscent of the vintage T-Bird with the, you know, Miami blue looking needles over the white gauges. Of course, that all becomes black and white at night. Over here you got your automatic headlights, your interior dimmers and power mirrors, your stalks for the wipers, your power windows, power locks. Very nicely, elegantly designed dashboard. Of course, airbags in the front. In-dash 6-disc changer, nice stuff. All right, so there it is, another phone call. Don't say it, I know. It's probably never going to change. Anyway, your in-dash 6-disc CD changer, very nice, good sound out of this thing. What do we got, NPR? Let's get a little old rock going. What do we got? I don't know, sounds kind of spacey, like Emerson, Lake, or Palmer, Powell. I think they changed at some point. Anyway, doesn't matter. Automatic climate control, very nice stuff. You've got your cigarette lighter, you got your power top. This turns the passenger airbag on and off. Got another little 12-volt outlet there. Down here, your heated seats, nice option in the car. Lovely leather shift knob with the chrome surround. You got these nice chrome surrounds on the cup holders. You got your e-brake. Got a great little shallow compartment for your, probably not going to get a Glock in there, maybe some kind of small micro 9mm or 380. You got a very, classy looking rearview mirror with lights underneath. There you see just 42,000 miles on the clock. Nice stuff. And away we go. So look at the way the windshield rakes back over you. I just think that's one of the coolest things, the way they've made that such a sporty line on the car. I also like the way the hood scoops apparent from behind the wheel. So again, this car knows what it is. It knows that it's a boulevard cruiser, and that's exactly what it's supposed to be. Look at that, I got a crazy family out in the street with radio-controlled cars and pink shorts waving me on. Of course you're waving. What do you think I'm going to do?
Morning.
Morning. Bunch of lunatics. Anyway, it knows what it is. It's a cruiser, driving down the road. It's got enough sportiness, but who cares? You're not going to go on Sebring and set any lap records. You're going to pull up to Starbucks and get yourself a latte while looking good. Very nice steering feel from the car. Again, just sporty enough. Nice soft ride. You still feel attached to the road, but nicely cushy at the same time. If I want to hammer it, which I can, there's a little bit of wheel spin, plenty of revving. The thing takes off. I mean, don't tell me this car's underpowered. It's just fine. Down there you can see it's got traction control. That became standard in 03. And otherwise, it's just a lovely way to get to work. So here it is, 2003 Ford Thunderbird. This is Deluxe. It has the chrome wheels, heated seats. It's triple black, 42,000 miles on the clock. This is a real champion. A lot of fun to drive, a lot of fun to tool around in. At least until Daddy takes it. Oh, God, never mind. All right. Anyway, give us a call, 649, area code 239-649-7300, on the web at mercedesexpert.com. Thanks so much for having a look. We really appreciate it. We'll see you with the next one. Take care.